is for your laugh and comedic satire and enhance your social consciousness. In other words, we'll keep you woke and laughing while we discuss the things that affect and change our day-to-day black lives. Wake up! This ain't no rerun. It's your boy.
Yo, it's your boy Solo, and you know who this is, my man.
TC Cope in the building.
TC Cope's in the building, but we got somebody else in the building today, and you wonder, why is Solo and TC so privileged to have the lovely, the dynamic, the most beautiful newscaster in the city, Miss Vicki Yates in the house?
Oh, man.
I know y'all wonder, how did them boys get Vicki Yates on the show? Well, I'm going to tell you a little bit later on how we got her, but right now, we have Vicki Yates. Vicki Yates.
Yes.
I'm a big fan.
Thank you so much.
I'm a big fan.
I appreciate it.
And when I say Solo's a big fan, Solo's a big fan.
Thank you,
TC has been, I've been starstruck twice.
The coolest thing about you, Vicki, I don't know if you realize it or not, is that when you're on television, you display what decency is supposed to look
Oh,
like.
that means so much. Thank you.
And on the show, this is the one thing we press more than anything about. Just because you're beautiful, just because you're talented, just because you have a mad set of skills, you don't have to be vulgar. You don't have to be demonstrative. Let your beauty and your grace and your style, we're talking about Miss Vicki Yates, speak for yourself.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that because it means a lot to be able to talk to people and have them be on the same page if you can. Now, not everybody's going to be on the same page, but let's be decent and kind. I think kind is so important.
Oh, my goodness.
Listen at this.
Where'd it come from? Vicki Yates, can you tell them again to be what?
Be kind. It doesn't cost anything except a little bit of your time.
Just a little bit of your time. So I've been doing a little research on you.
Okay.
I know most of y'all probably think she's a native, SEC girl, but she's not.
No.
So what I want you to do, go get all your Big Ten fans right now because I found out she's a Michigan State alumni.
A spot.
She's
A spot.
Go green, go white.
Come on.
I shall root for you, Spaniard. I shall root for you, Spaniard.
She's been walking around in this SEC country for over 30 years.
I have.
Now, one time did she show any partiality
No.
on television? Never talked about UT or Alabama.
No.
But in her heart, I know she was gritting her teeth. Oh, I hate this SEC.
But all my kids went to UT.
Oh, very good. So we got it going. Very good. So you spent how many years here in?
I have been, in March, it will be 31.
31 years in
31
Nashville.
years. Oh, sorry, 33.
33 years in Nashville.
33. Yes.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Memory's going.
Wow. So in your bio, I learned that you did a lot. You do a lot of social things.
I do.
Children's Network.
Yes, I work with the Children's Network. I try to do a lot of things with students because I think they're the most, they can become very connected to what you do. A lot of people see you on TV and they just see you on TV and you're disconnected. But when they see you come and you actually take time and speak with them and maybe find out what's important to them, it's a whole different situation.
So you're just one of those benefactors who got that gift and you got to share it, right?
I think everybody should. I think everyone should.
So
being here in this area, as I said, I went to school down the street, not Michigan State, that's Middle Tennessee State University. True Blue, not Big Blue. Shout out to Big Blue for your Grammys. That's all good too. But being in when I was down in Murfreesboro, I actually lived there after I left school. And I always looked at the news and I always said, where did they get that lady that's always on the news and she's always sharp from head? I can't see her feet because she's hiding behind that table.
She has knees on.
I know she. Oh, Bootsy over here.
She has the other matching pair.
She got broke feet on, but she's always one of a kind, and that's the reason that she stood out here in Nashville. What made you believe that this city would be somewhere you would stay for?
Well, you know what? To be honest, and I've told this story before, I didn't want to come to Nashville.
Wow.
I'm from Detroit.
I clutched my pearls.
I'm from Detroit, so everything I'd heard about the South was negative because I grew up in Detroit in the 60s and the 70s, and so anything that I had, I would, Pontiac, you're from Pontiac? See, See, there's always a Michigander, no matter where you go.
See there?
But it was important to me to know what I was coming into. And coming into Nashville, I just kind of thought people walked around chewing on straw. I wasn't sure there was plumbing, indoor plumbing.
Right, right.
I mean, when I think about it now, I was just so naive. But later on, I'll tell you, or whenever, I got a divorce, and I said, God, what do you want me to do? I can stay here with my 3 kids who were all very young at the time, or I can do something that you want me to do. And I got an offer to come to Nashville. I turned it down 3 times. Then something else came up, and I was like, okay, God, we're going to Nashville.
Wow. So 30 years later, you realize you were only 30% right, because 30% of people walk around with no shoes on, chewing straws, right?
And some of them don't have bathrooms in their house.
So I was right.
You were right. You were right. So 30 years in the business, coming from Detroit with all these ideas about what the South was like.
Yes.
One of the most dramatic things, what was the most dramatic thing you've seen in the South that kind of shaped how you adjusted when you moved?
I don't know if there was any one thing. I remember going to go grocery shopping, and I was walking into the store, and I heard this. They were blasting rap music. I mean, hardcore rap music, and I'm like, "Who is that?" And I turned around, and it was a young white man in a truck and a Confederate flag, but he was repping, rap. And I remember thinking, "What?" So
that's how they rap. That's how they rap here. You never know who you're gonna hear rap music.
yeah,
Never gonna
surprise.
never know. You've covered a lot of stories here in Nashville and abroad.
I have.
I think I read something about you had an opportunity to interview Obama.
Obama, I did. Yeah, they called us at the station and said, we have an opportunity for you to come and interview the president one-on-one. And my news director said, are you interested? I'm like, am I interested? Hello? I'll be there tomorrow. And she said, well, good, because we're going tomorrow. And I'm like, what? So I did a lot of studying and got everything together. I was so nervous. I just remember thinking, God, don't let me drop the ball. Let me continue. And we got there, and it was just like out-of-body experience.
Oh, wow.
It really was. It was like an out-of-body experience. And what happened was they had me sitting in I think they call it the diplomat room. And they said the president will be in about 5 minutes. I said,
wow. Okay.
So I'm sitting with my back to the door. And I'm like, okay, 5 minutes. I'm like, okay, just be calm. You can do this. And all of a sudden, somebody touched my shoulder and said, hello, Vicki, how are you? And I look up, and it's the president.
Obama.
Oh my
goodness.
Inside, everything was screaming, but
Right.
I'm fine, sir. How are you? And I'm like, oh my God. So then he sits and we're talking. While he's talking, he's getting his mic on. He said, where are you from? And I said, originally Detroit. He said, you still have family there? I said, my sister, Michelle. He said, okay. So anyway, we're talking. I asked questions. I didn't make a fool of myself.
Right.
Everything turned out well. I got an extra minute with him. I don't know how that happened, but I was grateful because they had us on the time schedule. And then when I was leaving, I took my mic off, and he said, tell your sister, Michelle, I said hello. I said, okay, sir, thank you.
Oh, wow.
And so I walk out the room, and I'm calling my sister. I said, guess what? The president said hello to you. She's screaming on one end. I'm screaming quietly on the other. Ah!
So I think you left a lasting impression on Obama, because he went back, he said, Michelle, you see how that girl dressed like that? I want you to dress like her. She's classy, she's fancy, and she's decent.
Exactly.
You too.
I guarantee you left a lasting impression on President Obama.
Wow.
Like you've done so many people in Nashville for over the last 30 years.
Not just Nashville. I'm originally from McMinnville, Tennessee. And McMinnville, when I mentioned that we were going to have Miss Vicki Yates on our podcast, I'm sure everyone in McMinnville right now is following tuned in right now, because we look for that coming from a small town like that. That's one of those towns that, as you said, you heard in Michigan, where some of the bathrooms were outside. I grew up in the 60s and 70s, and I knew quite a few people that didn't have a bathroom inside their house, but. You know, the need wasn't what we really needed back then. You know, we had plenty of needs. So, but yeah, McMinnville is a small town, and in this state of Tennessee, we've all been able to watch you grow and teach us how to grow and paint that perfect picture that we want to be just like. That's it.
I agree.
So, if you had a chance to talk to your 10-year-old you, and as you have the 10-year-old Vicki sitting right in front of you.
Okay.
and a 10-year-old today sitting in front of you.
Okay.
What would you tell both of them? Would you tell them both the same thing?
I would probably tell both of them the same thing, that nothing is impossible. Don't let your dreams stop. Don't let your dreams kind of cut off like, well, I can do this, but I know I can't do that. So I would just think, come on, you know, you've got the rest of your life in front of you. There's so many things that you'll be able to do. There'll be things that I can't even imagine you can do, especially to myself, because I was a writer. I used to write stories because I loved writing, and who knew that now I'm writing news as a career.
So that news is made up. Y'all write it up. Wait a minute.
Scripted.
America.
Scripted.
You heard it first from Vicki Yates.
Scripted.
That news is written out of her imagination.
No, it's not.
There was no balloon flying over Alaska.
There is no George Santos.
No.
Oh, wait a minute.
Well, there really is.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's true. Okay, that's the truth.
La, la, la.
So we have Vicki on the show today for another reason also, outside of getting an opportunity to sit next to such a beautiful, decent woman.
thank you.
There's another reason. Coming up on March 25th.
Saturday.
Saturday.
Third annual. One of the biggest events that ever hit the city. And it's growing. We have something bigger than me, bigger than him, bigger than her. It's called Women Rock Nashville. And we have the lovely Tanya Davis in the audience also. She'll be on stage here in a minute. But I want to talk to her and TC. These are the co-hosts for this magnificent gala.
We're about to have some fun.
Women Rock Nashville. So can y'all tell us a little bit about that?
Well, first of all, I am very, very excited to be. We're going to start this thing off completely different this year. This is my first time being a host. Miss Vicki, her third time, so I'm going to follow her lead, whatever she tells me I need to do. I would like for us to coordinate a little bit. We won't have no boots on, but we're gonna coordinate.
They will be wearing the mushroom interior jackets.
We won't be wearing
matching belt.
We will be coordinating a little bit to make this thing a whole lot of fun for people. It's a positive contribution back to society that Miss Tanya has created in this city, and I'm so happy that I got the opportunity. I'm blessed that and grateful that she asked me to be a part of it. And when she told me Miss Vicki was on, I couldn't say no. There's no way I could say no. You know, I've been looking from afar, and Miss Vicki, we've ended up in after a couple of comedy shows and a couple of events where we've always spoke. We've been in pictures, and somehow we just I love the energy.
So
and I'm starstruck twice. So what can I say?
So now y'all been brought together to bring Nashville together.
Oh my gosh.
For sure.
I mean, I think Women Rock Nashville is one of those events that brings everyone out.
It does.
No matter what ethnicity, what color, what religion. It's one of those feel-good galas, correct?
It sure is.
It's like being around your friends.
That's right.
And I'm telling you, that's exactly how we're going to drop it. We're all going to be friends. It's making a positive. We're uplifting. We're making a positive contribution back. And if you don't get your tickets,
you won't be there.
you won't be there. And we won't feel bad because we already told you to get your tickets.
So 3 years in, I think COVID happened. Yeah, I don't know, did you write that up in the news also? Did COVID really happen?
COVID is real.
Make that one up.
Okay, COVID happened and kind of put the event back a couple of years, right?
It did.
But the momentum for the event is still here. Vicki,
Still
right?
strong, and we're honoring so many wonderful women from all forms of life, from all places, right here in Nashville, and some of them outside of Nashville too. So I just think it's so important that we honor women, because women are doing all the work. Well, not all the work. I'm sorry.
Come on now.
Sorry.
Come on now. We're going to let you have that though, Miss Vicki. They doing all the work.
And guess what? Women, y'all are doing all the work.
All the work.
And you deserve all the honor.
These
you
men were
deserve
just
it.
slothful and lazy and trifling. We ain't no good. We're no good.
That's
We're no
not
good.
true. That's not
It's up to you, women, to bring us up out of this murk and mire that we're in. Help us, Vicki.
Lift me.
Women who rock, bring us up.
That's
Women
right.
who-
And speaking of that, we're going to bring up the organizer, the founder, the woman, the myth, the legend, Miss Tanya. Come on up on stage, Tanya. You have my seat
cut out
right
this
here.
way.
No, you stay right there. No, we have both of y'all.
Well, I'll move this way. It hurt. Oh. Hi, everybody.
We got the lovely Tanya in the house. You know, I got the bad feet anyway. I don't mind sitting on the edge here.
Okay.
So now that we have the founder, the philanthropist,
The coordinator.
Coordinate. See, she coordinate. You coordinate.
Very coordinated.
Tanya,
We look like we talked yesterday about what we all were gonna put on. See how we? It's a feeling.
Tanya, can you tell us a little bit about how and why?
Oh my
Women Rock
God. Okay,
Nashville.
I'm gonna try to make this short. Okay. The how was my 60th birthday party, and it turned into this massive, huge gala, and I would say God did it. Okay, and all these legs started to grow, and then we talked to Vicki. And Vicki was like excited, like, I'm a woman who rocked Nashville.
Say it.
And I said, yes, you are. But, you know, it was just amazing how Nashville embraced it. You know, from the post and everything, the comments, they were saying Nashville needs this. I support it. I had people inbox me and said, hey, what about an all-girl band? I thought about a band. I didn't think about an all-girl band at that time, and so shout out to Kojo. She put that together for our
Hey,
first year.
Kojo, one of my favorite people on
Yes.
the Kojo.
You know where we at,
You know,
Kojo.
Kojo, you're one of my favorite people. If you don't know Kojo, Google her.
Google her. Yes, absolutely. Amazing, amazing young lady. I love her new song, Smile.
Yes.
And but then, you know, after that, after we did it, everybody was saying we can't stop. You know, and so we had to move forward, and it was already created. Like, we didn't have to try to do things. It created itself.
So what was the need, though? You said there was a need. What?
Yeah, well, the need was that we as women supporting each other. That was the need. But then our mission is to open up transitional homes for women.
I love that. I love that.
Amen.
You speak about women supporting each other. I grew up in a household with 5 older sisters. And if I don't know anything, they supported each other. They would tag team, gang me. They were never on my team. So I know what it means and what it looks like when women support each other. They control the room.
That's for
And
sure.
the
Control the world.
I told you.
I got you, Vicki.
I hear a little Beyonce in here. Wait up.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I support her too.
I do too.
Right.
So that's a good reason why. So now, what's your vision going forward?
Well, the vision is to make this a massive gala. I know that, you know, we've all seen what happened with Black Girls Rock. I watched it when it was from the beginning. There was no celebrity status at all. But I believe that we're going to grow into that and be supported by all women from all over the world.
Oh, wow. I love it. I love it. I love it.
We're putting that in the air. It's done.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
In the name of the Most High God, it is what it is.
In His name.
That's right. That's right. So when you reached out to these two right here, you this is a different kind of chemistry right
Oh
here.
man, it's getting ready to be bananas.
About to be bananas.
You know, and it was so funny. Like, I'm telling you, this whole event, gala, ideal, vision really wasn't mine. God orchestrated everything. Like, I came here for our organization to give out coats.
Right.
And that day I met TC. Now, had I heard of him? Absolutely. You know, from the comedy perspective, from just seeing him on a few talk shows that I had been on myself.
So you came down to Nashville City Kitchen to contribute to our coat drive.
To the coat
make sure
drive.
Those who didn't have coats had
Didn't have
coats.
coats, had coats,
Oh,
right?
wow.
And then I met him, and I just thought about it like, you need to host,
And I
host
was
the
like,
show.
can I get your number? And let me get your number to. Okay, we do it. Yeah, we do it. Yeah, we do it.
Well, you still had to go. I had to go through this guy right here.
I
Right?
made the call.
I'm
to
always
make
a
the
nice
call.
guy.
Yeah. But
It's
you
always
know, but it was amazing because
dope.
I didn't even think about it until I got home and saw that we just added comedy.
Right.
And this is like Chris Rock being on the show. You
Wow.
understand what I'm saying?
Nashville's own
And
native son.
so it was like Beauty and the Beast and comedy coming together.
I like how she put that out there.
Oh, wait.
I like how she put that out there.
I gotta say something. This is most beautiful.
Most beautiful.
no.
Most beautiful.
And kinda a beast. How's that?
Yeah, oh, she is a beast.
I'm talking about me.
I'm talking about her too. But you know, I'm just saying, those two together. I didn't do that. You know what I'm
Only
saying?
on
It just- it
only
kinda
on
like
Women
happened.
Rock Only on Women Rock Nashville can a pretty boy be called a beast.
See that?
Only.
Hold on, half cute.
I think you're handsome.
I do too.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
See?
Uh-oh.
Don't get scared.
Right on.
Oh, it's hot. It's hot. That head is hot right now, guys. That head is hot. But but it was just an amazing combination, and that just set the tone.
Thank you
Set the tone.
for inviting. It was the day when you asked me. I didn't say no. I said, hang on a minute. I don't know the date. That was what I was trying to
You didn't know
get.
the date.
And I had to make sure my date was open. And then once you told me, but once I called him, I was like, he already said, oh, we're doing it.
But he was struck because of this young lady right here.
Scott
Yeah, but seriously, he shared it. He always wanted to do something with you on stage. And so that opportunity, it was awesome. And then your post came out that you were honored to be with him. So it was just amazing.
So being Vicki Yates, you don't know who's watching.
That's for
All
sure.
you know, a lot of people, millions of people are watching you daily.
Exactly.
And when I tell you again,
I'm appreciative.
being watched over 30 years, you have never let the city of Nashville
Not
Oh,
Never,
once.
never,
your
never.
grace and your
Not
grace.
once.
I really
Never
do.
much. My head's getting big. Can't have that.
Well, you can, but he can't. No,
Right.
We know how to control it.
Right.
Got TC walking around like this. What?
He's gonna need bodyguards and everything, right?
Indeed. So
I'm with Miss Vicki.
So how many tables are still available?
We have 10. We have 10 tables available.
Get with it.
We've been selling tables. I mean, actually tables this year. We haven't been selling tickets. We've been selling more tables this year. And I'm very, very grateful. I'm very, very excited of the support that Nashville is giving us. And it's so funny because I remember when, and I don't know if anybody up here have done this, but I used to let social media control how I felt and what was going to happen. So you put a post out and you get like 10 likes. Or you put a post out and you get about 20 or 30. You might get up to 40, right?
Sure.
And then you see other people, they got 200 and something and 250 or whatever. But we still selling, okay?
They still selling.
We are selling.
You said it's selling faster than it's.
It's sold faster than it's ever had.
I'm going to put a
before.
challenge out right now because the men of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated has bought a table.
Absolutely.
Challenge going out to the other Divine Nine.
All
Buy
the
a
Divine
table.
Nine, you better
right.
get your table.
Buy your table because Women Rock Nashville. Don't get any better than this. Vicki Yates, Tanya Davis, and you know who that is. My man.
Keep going in the building.
In the building.
I can't wait to spring this on y'all. We're going to have a ball.
And guess
it's
what?
gonna be
The cool
amazing.
thing about it is if you miss it, this ain't no rerun.
This ain't no
There's no
rerun.
rerun.
See it
That's
again.
right. It's no rerun at all.
You have to catch it next year.
That's right.
And I bet you get your ticket early
I bet
then.
you do.
Any important words, Tanya, that you want to tell the audience out there?
Well, I do want to share that Range Rover came on, and you have a chance to win
Right.
a Range Rover 2023 Velar Range Rover, and it will be parked out front. The keys will be in my hand all night. I can't even keep
You're
them.
gonna need a bodyguard.
I can't even keep them. But I'm excited about that.
How much are the tickets to win this Range Rover?
$25.
Just $25?
For a
Just
Range
$25.
Rover.
Put me down for 4 tickets.
I know that's what we tried to do, make it affordable. When I was signing the contract, the guy at Range Rover said, "How much you going to sell the tickets?" About 1,000. I said, "No, we don't have that type of crowd yet.
You will.
Yet." But I wanted to make affordable, and I wanted to give you guys more chances to win.
Correct.
Give me 5 tickets.
See there? See there?
Amen.
Give me 5 tickets.
I'm going to do my grandmama. My grandmama said only take one. Let me get one. No, I'm just kidding.
That's right. That's right.
Vicky, you got any parting words you want to tell anybody out there about you that we don't know?
Oh,
That-
is that
we
a
already
good
know
one?
you're gorgeous. We already know you're
you're very
smart.
sweet.
We already know you're benevolent. We already know you're that woman. What else can you tell?
You know what? Just that I'm glad to be a part of this society. Of the people here in Nashville have been so kind to me and welcomed me, and my kids here. And this is home. My kids always say, "Oh, we're from Nashville." They were born in Pittsburgh. They're like, "No, we're from Nashville."
Sounds like a plan. TC Coat, I know you got some parting words, man.
Laughing is living. Don't miss March 25th. It's going to be a lot of laughing and a lot of people living in it at night. Get ready. My friends are going to be there. The whole place is going to be my friends.
Amen.
So if you don't stay awake, wake up now. Wake up, Nashville. Women rock. Make sure you come out and check it out March 25th. And guess what we about to do?
What?
Y'all go ahead.
Because we going to catch up.
This ain't no rerun.
With your boy Solo and his TC. Y'all go ahead. Let's catch up because this ain't